What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this one, we got Modi versus World. His secret to global popularity. I absolutely agree that the world loves Narendra Modi. Like, every country wants a leader like Narendra Modi. He's literally that amazing, and the things he's doing in India are ridiculously awesome. Ridiculously awesome. Before we jump in, though, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and let's check this out.
Narendra Damodar Modi, the current Prime Minister of India, is something else.
And the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi!
Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Modi.
Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, we owe you a debt of gratitude.
And the Prime Minister Modi is...
What's PM Modi's big bro side?
He's very accessible, regardless of where you come from.
The life of Prime Minister Modi underscores the limitless promise.
Prime Minister Modi is the boss!
Everybody love Modi, bro.
Ever since he took oath as the Prime Minister in 2014, his government, the Bharatiya Janata Party, has been on a roll. In 2014, the BJP won by a majority of 282 out of a total 543 seats in the Lok Sabha, the lower house of the parliament.
That's nice.
Then, in 2019, Modi outdid himself by winning 303 out of the total 543 seats and came back to power with an overwhelming majority. This is the BJP's second term. Modi's popularity and charisma knows no bounds, but it is no longer limited only to his 1.4 billion countrymen.
Facts.
At the moment, he is the world's most popular leader with an approval rating of 77%. He has outperformed all other major world leaders, including US President Joe Biden, French President Emmanuel Macron, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, and UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. He has retained the top spot for more than 2 years now.
Even 77%, and it's not even close. It is not even close to anybody getting the same approval rate as Narendra.
His lowest approval ratings were 63% in May 2021. That too when India was rocked by the second COVID wave. His social media handles not only describe his popularity, but also his growing influence.
He got a YouTube?
94 million followers on Twitter, 83 million on Instagram, and 20 million on YouTube. No other world leader comes close.
Nah.
What's even more surprising is that he is cherished even in countries which might not have the best relations with India. Even though Indo-China relations are going through tough times, the internet's admiration for Modi tells a completely different story. In Chinese social media circles, he has earned an unusual nickname for himself. They call him Modi Loashan. The word Loashan translates to an elderly immortal with some weird abilities.
That is amazing.
In the streets of Pakistan, people are even seeking Modi's leadership, especially now when the country is going through a crisis. When a country with a not-so-friendly history begins to seek its neighbor's leadership, it begs the question, what is so special about Modi that people all around the world today see him as a great leader?
When he getting praised even in Pakistan, that literally lets you know how amazing this man is. Genuinely let you know his type of leadership is second to none.
For the first time in a very long time, India is witnessing a leader who understands the fabric of the country. What do I mean by that? See, India is not just any country in the world. It's a civilization older than 5,000 years with so much diversity in region, religion, language, attire, culture, traditions that Indians themselves are not familiar with. Just traveling from one part of India to another is like stepping into a whole new world, even for an Indian. But the civilization was buried underneath years of British colonial rule. To engage with a billion people who are diverse in a billion ways, you need a leader who understands the very fabric of the country, who comes from within the country, and who knows what the people truly demand of their leadership. There's something different about Modi that connects him to the people, and it's more than the fact that he is the Prime Minister. Take the Howdy Modi event in Houston. He just says everything is fine in 9 Indian languages, and you can see the response he gets every time. Modi realized early on that the 18 million Indians living abroad, which form the world's largest diaspora, can be a strategic asset in projecting India's image among the international community.
Facts.
He tapped into the Indian diaspora, rekindling their connection with India. The support
to
of the
me, I feel like Indians abroad also have such a great reputation. And yeah, like he said, they do spread a great reputation for Indians. That for Indians in India, you just see how great, especially here in the U.S. I feel like where they're leading in so many of the STEM fields, and they're CEOs of so many other big corporations that it's genuinely amazing.
Indian diaspora abroad was also seen as an international stamp of approval amongst people back in India. Another such instance can be seen from his speeches at international forums, where he often makes it a point to speak in Hindi, in Indian language, as opposed to English, thereby sending a strong message to nations that India has shed the baggage of colonialism and embraced Bharat's cultural heritage.
I love that so much. A master orator.
Just like his BJP predecessor, statesman and former Indian Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Modi is a master orator. Oration is a very important skill for a leader, but it does not mean addressing an election rally, or giving a speech, or engaging in a discourse. There's a bit of everything in it. The performance, addressing the crowd, knowing the pauses, the punchlines, the theatrics. He has got every tool that makes him a powerful orator. But his biggest trump card in Modi's arsenal of oration is his power to sway the hearts of billions of people across the world. The way he reaches out to people makes the media look almost irrelevant, which is something to say considering the fact that it's referred to as the fourth pillar of democracy. It is a known fact that Modi doesn't like the press, and hence hasn't given a lot of interviews. But with his skills and capabilities, he doesn't really...
Because the press loves to twist things, to twist everything you say into something negative, or figure out how to put you in a terrible position, like a lose-lose situation with certain questions. And I feel that, Modi, good job not taking a lot of press interviews.
Really need the press or any other interlocutor to address his people. After becoming the Prime Minister, he came up with his own radio show called Mann Ki Baat, which means speaking from the heart. It is his way of addressing the nation. Every month, he interacts with the people on important subjects and issues, narrates stories of ordinary people living extraordinary lives, and celebrates the nation's achievements on air. Notably, on Mann Ki Baat, he avoids any political stuff, thereby addressing the people as a leader and not as a politician. Even though politicians might not be the most loved people in the world, people still look for the most human qualities in their leaders, how they carry themselves, how they treat others. The smallest of things become a measure of what's truly inside a person's heart.
Come on, man. Come on.
Shout out to my guy Obama.
And they make a huge impact on how people perceive their leader. In September 2019, a video of Modi went viral. In this video, he was seen consoling and hugging the ISRO chief Dr. K. Sivan after the space agency lost contact with the Vikram lander of India's second lunar mission, Chandrayaan-2. There are many such interactions of the Prime Minister, like picking up the Tiranga from the floor during the BRICS summit in Johannesburg, or encouraging the national women's hockey team after they lost the bronze medal in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. It's just human, but when it comes from a leader, these small gestures show a person's true character. In Modi as well, people are able to see a person first and then a leader.
It's just someone people feel like actually understands them, someone they can relate to, and that's an absolutely beautiful thing to have as a leader, not someone who just I guess stays away from his people, but he's a man of the people, and that's an outstanding quality. People can see that Modi truly cares about them. He doesn't just care about the elite. He doesn't just care about the rich. No, he cares about every citizen, and he cares about so many different countries as you see him travel through countries. And that ability to care, that quality right there is a beautiful thing. And outside of that, you just see literally everything that he's done since he's got in office, and you can't help but love the guy.
Even though India lives in one of the most troubled neighborhoods, the country has exercised restraint for the longest time. Even after the 26/11 terror attacks in India's financial capital of Mumbai, the option to retaliate did not receive a political okay. Now, whether it was the right decision or not will always be a subject of debate. But in September 2016, when 19 Indian army soldiers were martyred at Uri, Modi rewrote the rules of engagement and unleashed surgical strikes against the terror camps in POK. Modi not only stood behind the forces, but also gave them a free hand. He even owned the surgical strikes, thereby resisting the routine international pressures which would otherwise act as a deterrent from responding in this fashion.
इंटरनेशनल प्रेशर है उसका भी तो ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा सरकार को।
इंटरनेशनल प्रेशर पैदा करने की ताकत आज हिंदुस्तान में 100 करोड़ का देश है। पूरी दुनिया पे प्रेशर हम पैदा कर सकते हैं।
The surgical strikes were a paradigm shift in India's newfound attitude. Modi highlighted the one quality which was missing from Indian leadership for a long time: a strong political will.
Come on.
There is a covenant between a leader and his soldiers. The soldier says, "I shall lay down my life for the country, provided that you give me the leadership." With the surgical strikes, Modi showed that he was not afraid to take strong decisions if it meant safeguarding India's interests. This was again proved in the 2019 Pulwama attack on 40 CRPF personnel, when India retaliated with the Balakot airstrikes. Under Modi's tenure, India also took the historic decision of abrogating Article 370, which gave Jammu and Kashmir special provisions to have a separate constitution, autonomy of international administration, and a flag of its own.
Hey, Modi, he don't. And Modi and Modi's government, bro. All the people that he put into these positions, they don't take no ish, bro, from anybody, from any country. Like, 100% what they're doing, they definitely put India's interests first, and they will not be bullied by anybody. You can bet your life on that. But they're right now what they're doing in India is absolutely transforming the country. And this country's on the rise fast. This country's on the rise to becoming a superpower very quickly at the moment. And you got to think, that's all due to the leadership of Narendra Modi, and not only the country of India, but the relationships that Modi has gained with so many different countries outside of India is an absolutely beautiful thing. I mean, the man is amazing.
Modi's international approval ratings have gone through the roof. But it's more than just popularity or influence. This is the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, James Marape, touching Modi's feet when the latter visited the country for the FIPIC summit. In Indian traditions, this is known as Charan Sparsh, where you touch the feet of your elders as a way of seeking their blessings. So it's more than just popularity or influence. It's respect. Modi has become the voice of not just India and the global south, but also of those nations who have ambitions of being heard, yet lack the means to do so. Furthermore, his diplomatic prowess has helped him build relations all around the world. On 13th of July 2023, Modi was conferred with the highest honor of France, the Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor, by French President Emmanuel Macron. He has also received the Order of Nile from Egypt, along with 12 other such state honors from countries like Saudi Arabia, Russia, South Korea, Maldives, and Bhutan. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni took it one step further by calling him the most loved leader in the world.
It's a fact.
But it was the Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese who topped it all by saying something you'll rarely hear a world leader say.
The boss.
Prime Minister Modi is the boss.
Is the boss. And
Modi seems to have reached some sort of superstardom, which even world leaders can't ignore. His superstardom was confirmed when U.S. President Joe Biden asked for his autograph during the G7 summit in Japan. Interestingly, this is the same man who was once denied a U.S. visa, and now he stands atop as the most popular leader in the world.
That is legit amazing, man. Hey, Modi is breaking barriers. That is what that man is doing. He's just absolutely awesome, and there's a reason that he is so loved the way that he is. That's all we have. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and check out the next one. See you guys next time.